In the scorching summer of 1176, Baldwin IV defies all expectations. With unwavering determination, he rejects the peace treaty proposed by his regent and chooses instead to confront Saladin head-on. As the sun casts its fiery gaze upon the lands, the clash of kings becomes inevitable. The renowned Muslim military leader leads his forces across the Egyptian frontier and ventures into Christian territory. Aware of the weakened state of the Crusader forces and their internal conflicts, Saladin strategically advances through the coastal lands of Palestine. As his formidable army marches forward, the earth itself seems to tremble under their weight. In the annals of history, there are battles that transcend time, shaping the destiny of nations and defining the course of civilizations. Today, we embark on a journey back to the scorching summer of 1176, amidst the fierce campaigns of Saladin against his Zengid rivals near Aleppo. It is a time when a young lion, Baldwin IV, rises to power in Jerusalem, defying all odds with his indomitable spirit. And on the horizon, the brilliant Muslim general Saladin seeks to reclaim Jerusalem from the Crusaders. This is the tale of their clash, a clash that would decide the fate of the Holy City itself. Welcome to the Clash of Kings, Baldwin IV versus Saladin, a battle for Jerusalem's fate. The Crusades and Jerusalem. As the curtains rise upon the grand theater of the Crusades, an era ablaze with fervor and strife, we find ourselves drawn to the majestic spectacle unfolding in the legendary city of Jerusalem. Here, amidst the clash of civilizations, this sacred land stands as a resplendent beacon, revered by Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike. Emerging from distant lands, warriors heed the call to arms, their hearts aflame with an unquenchable fire, fueled by dreams of triumph and greatness, irresistibly drawn towards the shimmering promise of glory that eagerly awaits their arrival. The Crusades, a series of military campaigns launched by European Christians, were driven by a fervent desire to reclaim Jerusalem from the Muslim forces that had held it for centuries. The call to arms resonated across kingdoms and ignited the hearts of warriors, who saw themselves as champions of the Christian faith. At the forefront of this epic struggle are Baldwin IV and Saladin, two formidable leaders who embody the aspirations and contradictions of their worlds. Baldwin IV, the young king of Jerusalem, fights to defend his kingdom and safeguard the religious sanctity of the Holy City. Saladin, the charismatic Muslim sultan, seeks to consolidate his power and maintain his hold over the lands he has conquered. Their clash of wills becomes the crucible in which the destiny of Jerusalem hangs in the balance. Amidst the chaos of faith, politics, and war, Baldwin IV and Saladin embark on a journey that tests their resolve and challenges their beliefs. It is a battle that extends beyond physical control, reaching into the hearts and minds of those who hold Jerusalem dear. Their struggle is a testament to the enduring power of this ancient city and the indomitable spirit of those who seek to possess it. As the curtain rises, the stage is set for an epic tale that will redefine the course of history and leave an indelible mark upon the world. Baldwin IV, the Lionheart. In the heart of Jerusalem, amid the tumultuous Crusades, a figure of unwavering valor and resilience emerges, defying the relentless grasp of leprosy that plagues his body. Baldwin IV, the lion-hearted king of Jerusalem, exudes an aura of awe-inspiring magnificence and indomitable charisma, earning the unwavering respect of his subjects and instilling trepidation in the hearts of his adversaries. His unwavering spirit and awe-inspiring presence become a beacon of inspiration amidst the chaos that surrounds him. His physical limitations are no match for the unyielding spirit that burns within him, inspiring all who witness his extraordinary journey. Baldwin IV's struggle with leprosy becomes a testament to his unwavering resilience and inner strength. Despite the ravages of the disease, he stands tall as a symbol of courage, defying expectations and inspiring others to overcome their own obstacles. With an aura of regal charisma, he leads his kingdom with unwavering resolve, fearlessly facing the chaos of war and rallying his troops to victory. Baldwin IV, the embodiment of coolness, epicness, and charisma, etches his name in history as a legendary figure who triumphs over adversity and leaves an indelible mark on the hearts of all who follow him. Saladin, the warrior. On the horizon, a legendary warrior emerges, captivating the hearts of his people and inspiring awe in his adversaries. Saladin, the champion of the Muslim forces, rises as a symbol of hope, aiming to reclaim the sacred city of Jerusalem. With his strategic brilliance and unwavering determination, he unites fragmented factions and forges a formidable army, earning the loyalty and respect of his followers. Saladin's military prowess and tactical genius shine through every battle, propelling him towards victory and intensifying the fervor of his troops. Yet, he is not just a warrior. Saladin embodies the aspirations of his people, fighting for justice and liberation from the Crusaders. His journey becomes an enduring testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering pursuit of justice, inspiring generations with his legacy of unity and valor. In the epic clash between Baldwin IV and Saladin, two exceptional leaders collide, each driven by their own beliefs and visions for the future. Their encounter on the battlefield shapes history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Saladin's unwavering resolve and honorable conduct in victory earn him admiration, even from those who oppose him. This clash between kings becomes a testament to the unyielding human spirit, serving as a reminder that great leaders can shape the course of history and inspire generations to come. The battle begins. In the year 1177, destiny orchestrated an awe-inspiring alliance between Baldwin IV, the valiant ruler of Jerusalem, and Philip of Alsace, a restless wanderer driven by a quest for purpose. Their magnificent ambition to conquer the Egyptian seas, bolstered by the might of Byzantium, danced just out of their grasp like an ethereal vision. Undeterred by this twist of fate, Philip fearlessly intertwined his destiny with that of Raymond of Tripoli, embarking on a daring quest to subdue Harim, the indomitable fortress in the northern realms of Syria. With the valiant Knights Hospitaller and noble Templars as their loyal companions, their noble expedition unveiled the vulnerability of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. For Saladin, the astute Sultan of Egypt, meticulously weaved his intricate tapestry of invasion plans. Saladin, a masterful strategist, gathered an awe-inspiring army of 30,000 warriors, ready to march towards the illustrious city of Jerusalem. His sights were firmly set on the ultimate prize, as he meticulously assembled a force that would challenge the might of the Crusaders. With each soldier representing his unwavering determination and military prowess, Saladin instilled a sense of awe and fear in the hearts of his enemies. The vastness of his army stood as a testament to his ambition and the magnitude of the impending clash. In response to the imminent threat posed by Saladin's invasion of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, Baldwin IV came to Ascalon. Baldwin was well aware of Saladin's intentions, which prompted him to take action and head to Ascalon. Historical sources, such as chroniclers and accounts from the time, reveal that Baldwin, as the valiant ruler of Jerusalem, possessed strategic foresight and a keen understanding of the political landscape. He recognized the imminent threat posed by Saladin's invasion and the significance of Ascalon as a crucial stronghold protecting Jerusalem. By fortifying Ascalon, Baldwin aimed to buy valuable time for reinforcements to arrive and strengthen the defenses of the kingdom. Baldwin's move to Ascalon was not a hasty reaction, but a calculated response rooted in his knowledge of Saladin's military strategies and his desire to protect Jerusalem from the impending invasion. By fortifying Ascalon, Baldwin aimed to buy valuable time for reinforcements to arrive and strengthen the defenses of the kingdom. His actions demonstrate his astute leadership and his commitment to the welfare of his kingdom and its people. Realizing that he had limited forces at his disposal, Baldwin IV swiftly assessed the situation and made a strategic decision to defend the city of Ascalon. Ascalon held a crucial strategic position along the coast, serving as a vital stronghold and a gateway to Jerusalem. By concentrating his defense efforts in Ascalon, Baldwin IV aimed to hold the enemy at bay and buy valuable time for reinforcements to arrive. November 24, 1176. Ascalon stands as the last line of defense before Jerusalem. Baldwin IV, burdened by the weight of responsibility, makes a difficult decision. With the Sultan's forces closing in, he retreats behind the protective walls of Ascalon, knowing that a direct confrontation would bring devastation upon his people. It is a retreat that conceals a resolve burning brighter than the desert sun. With confidence soaring, Saladin dispatches raiding parties to ravage the surrounding countryside, believing that Baldwin poses no immediate threat. But behind the fortified walls of Ascalon, a defiant king and his loyal forces prepare to defy the odds and safeguard Jerusalem's destiny. Saladin strategically deployed a substantial portion of his formidable army to lay siege upon the ancient walls of Gaza, entrusting its capture to the skilled warriors under his command. Simultaneously, a steadfast contingent was stationed at Ascalon, ready to repel any potential threats from the coastal front. With his forces meticulously organized, Saladin led his resolute army on a relentless northward march, their determination echoing across the arid landscapes as they set their sights on their ultimate goal, the triumph and liberation of their sacred lands. The battle unleashed. In a grand march towards Jerusalem, Saladin, filled with confidence, believed that Baldwin lacked the audacity to pursue him with his meager forces. Seizing the opportunity, Saladin launched attacks on Ramla, Lydda, and Arsuf, allowing his army to spread out across the vast region, indulging in pillaging and foraging. Little did Saladin know that the forces he had left to subdue the king were woefully inadequate. In a daring maneuver, Baldwin orchestrated a breakout from the siege of Ascalon, leveraging diversionary tactics to confuse Saladin's forces and create an opportunity for escape. Under the cover of darkness, Baldwin's knights infiltrated the enemy encampments, diverting attention and sowing chaos. Seizing the moment, Baldwin led a small group of determined soldiers in a swift and audacious escape, navigating treacherous terrain and evading detection. Now both Baldwin and the valiant Templars were converging to intercept him before he reached the Holy City. Their successful breakout not only ensured their survival, but also dealt a blow to Saladin's ambitions, marking a turning point in the conflict between the resilient king and the mighty Sultan. Led by their resolute king, the Christian forces relentlessly chased the Muslims along the coastal stretch, eventually cornering their foes at the illustrious Montgisard near Ramla. Though the exact location remains a matter of debate, Saladin, a formidable Muslim commander, had set his sights on besieging a Crusader stronghold in the vicinity. However, fate had a different plan in store for his army. Unbeknownst to Saladin, his baggage train had become ensnared and delayed at a river crossing. A small stream to the north of Tel Es-Safi meandered through cultivated fields that had been recently plowed, resulting in muddy terrain that hindered the smooth passage of the supplies. Egyptian accounts of the event confirmed that the delay occurred at this river crossing, further exacerbating Saladin's predicament. The thunder of war caught completely off guard. Saladin's once organized army now fell into disarray. A portion of his forces remained entangled with the stranded baggage train, while others had scattered throughout the countryside on opportunistic raiding missions. Exhaustion permeated the ranks as weary horses bore the burden of an arduous march. Some soldiers hurriedly sought their weapons from the beleaguered baggage train. Saladin's panicked army scrambled to form battle lines against their unexpected enemy. Saladin's forces, once formidable and unrelenting, find themselves teetering on the edge of defeat. In a remarkable display of unwavering faith and determination, King Baldwin commanded the revered relic of the True Cross to be hoisted high before his troops. The king, his teenage body afflicted by the aggressive scourge of leprosy, dismounted from his horse and knelt before the holy symbol. With fervent prayers for divine intervention, he rose to his feet amidst resounding cheers from his awe-stricken men, deeply moved by the sight they had just beheld. The Jerusalem army surged forward, launching a ferocious assault upon the hastily assembled Muslim ranks, inflicting heavy casualties upon Saladin's forces. King Baldwin, despite his bandaged hands concealing the ravages of his affliction, fearlessly fought amidst the chaos of battle. Effective command on the Egyptian side rested with Saladin's nephew, Taqi ad-Din. who initiated his attack while Saladin was still organizing his Mamluk guard. Tragically, Taqi ad-Din's son Ahmad perished in the early clashes. Saladin's troops found themselves swiftly overwhelmed, and the Sultan himself narrowly evaded capture, fleeing on a lightning-fast racing camel, as later chronicled by Ralph de Diceto. As nightfall enshrouded the war-torn landscape, the Egyptian contingent accompanying the Sultan sought refuge near Caunatum Esternalorum, in close proximity to the mighty Tel el-Hizi mound. This temporary respite lay approximately 25 miles away from Ramla, while a mere 7 kilometers separated them from Tel es-Safi, where al-Safiya's splendor continued to captivate all who beheld it. Baldwin, unwavering in his pursuit of Saladin's forces, pressed on until nightfall before eventually withdrawing to the formidable stronghold of Ascalon. Sadly, only a fragment of his once mighty army returned to Egypt with him, bearing the scars and memories of a momentous confrontation that would echo through the annals of history. The victory. In the aftermath of Baldwin's hard-won victory, he decided to commemorate it by constructing a grand Benedictine monastery on the battlefield, dedicated to Saint Catherine of Alexandria. This symbolic gesture paid homage to the saint whose feast day coincided with the momentous battle. However, the victory came at a high cost, with Roger de Moulin reporting that 1,100 men had lost their lives and 750 returned home wounded. These sacrifices served as a stark reminder of the price paid for triumph. Meanwhile, Raymond III of Tripoli, Bohemond III of Antioch, and Philip of Alsace embarked on a separate expedition against the fortress of Harim in Syria. The siege lasted until 1178, and Saladin's defeat at Montgisard prevented him from coming to the aid of his Syrian vassals. This complex web of conflicts and aspirations weaved together a tale of valor and resilience, as heroes fought for power in an ever-shifting landscape, leaving an indelible mark on history. Saladin, rising stronger from defeat. Saladin faced a challenging situation after his defeat against Baldwin, but he was determined to regain power. He analyzed his mistakes, regrouped his forces, and strengthened his alliances. Through strategic maneuvering and alliances with other Muslim rulers, Saladin gradually rebuilt his forces and expanded his influence. His resilience, skillful leadership, and ability to adapt to changing circumstances played a crucial role in his resurgence. Despite the setback, Saladin's determination and strategic thinking paid off over time. He learned from his defeat, rallied his loyal followers, and formed alliances with other Muslim rulers. Through successful military campaigns and diplomatic negotiations, Saladin regained power and became a formidable force once again. His ability to rise from defeat and reclaim his position as a powerful figure in the region showcased his resilience and unwavering commitment to his cause. The legendary legacy of the Battle of Montgisard, Baldwin's triumph and Saladin's resurgence. The Battle of Montgisard marked a significant turning point in the conflict between Saladin and Baldwin. While Saladin suffered a defeat, he did not let it define him. Instead, he utilized the experience as a valuable lesson, re-evaluating his strategies and fortifying his position. The defeat at Montgisard served as a catalyst for his resurgence, fueling his determination to reclaim his power and continue the fight for his cause. In the aftermath of the battle, Saladin displayed resilience and adaptability. He regrouped his forces, forged new alliances, and embarked on a series of successful campaigns that gradually restored his strength and influence. With each victory, he gained momentum and solidified his position as a formidable leader in the region. The Battle of Montgisard may have been a setback, but it ultimately propelled Saladin towards a path of renewed power and determination to achieve his goals. See you on our next thrilling historical adventure. Stay tuned for more captivating history videos.